Large language models can summarize documents, write code, and explain almost anything. But until now, they couldn't really help you with signal analysis. Sigview changes that. With the new AI signal report function, you can finally point an AI engine like ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini at your signals and get a readable, technically grounded explanation of what you are looking at. Connecting your preferred AI is easy. I'll show that at the end. First, let's see what it does. Here is an audio recording signal of an electric guitar. To generate a report for this signal, I open the AI Signal Report menu, choose Generate AI Report, and pick one of the predefined report modes. As you can see, Sigview comes with predefined report modes for different use cases: general signal description, signal quality assessment, spectral analysis summary, and so on and so on. For this signal, we will select audio signal analysis. First, Sigview computes dozens of signal metrics in the background. Before the request goes out, Sigview asks if I want to add anything. I'll mention that this is recorded with the studio microphone. Then I click Proceed with AI Signal Report. Sigview sends the metrics I just computed to the AI service, ChatGPT in this case, and the response opens in the browser. You get an audio type identification, frequency content description, dynamic profile of your signal, recording quality assessment, pitch and tonality analysis, and the temporal character analysis. Every claim references the actual numbers from the report. The same feature also works on a completely different signal type. This is a vibration measurement signal. To generate a report for this signal, I open AI Signal Report menu again, Generate AI Report, and this time I select Predictive Maintenance Assessment Report mode. Again, I will give some additional information about my signal to the AI. Now let's proceed with the AI Signal Report. A few seconds later, report opens in my browser, and you can see that it estimates the rotational speed from the spectrum, looks at vibrational level and crest factor, and checks for the usual fault signatures like imbalance, bearing defects, gear mesh, looseness, resonance. And in this case, it really detects a bearing defect, which is actually correct for this signal. If you have several signals to go through, you don't need to do them one at a time. In the control window, I can select several windows, then right-click, and from the context menu, I can select the report mode. For example, I will select again Predictive Maintenance Assessment. The text dialog appears once, and the same context is used for all signals. Let's proceed. Sigview queues the requests and opens one report per signal. A pop-up shows how many signals are still pending. You can see the report for the first signal, and now the report for the second signal appears. So I have both in my browser. If you want to compare two or more signals, there is a dedicated mode for that. I select both windows in the control window, and from the right-click menu, I select AI comparison of selected signals. For example, you could do that for the same machine before and after balancing. The model gets both reports in one request and writes a structured comparison. You can see an overview. You can see comparison of amplitude and dynamics of the signal, comparison of spectral differences, of the quality, of temporal behavior, and a side-by-side table showing the most important parameter from both signals. It is the kind of summary you'd otherwise spend half an hour writing yourself. And here's the setup I promised at the beginning. I open AI signal report and then settings dialog. In the settings dialog, I can select a provider. Currently, Sigview supports Anthropic, OpenAI, Google Gemini, or you can enter some custom endpoint. Let's select Anthropic here. The next field, you can enter your own API key for this provider, and you can select a model to use. Let's say we select Claude's Sonnet model. Then you can test connection here to see if everything works. If connection is successful, you can close the dialog. And then in the Generate AI Report menu, you will see the name of the provider and the model which is used for later requests. So you bring your own key and you stay in control of costs and which model sees your data. And if you'd rather not use an API key at all, you can run the workflow manually. You can export the metrics for a signal by using the Export Signal Metrics menu function, and you can copy analysis prompt to clipboard for all provided modes. And then you can use the AI service manually to paste all this data and to get the report. So that was the AI signal report Sigview function. Your signals, your metrics explained in plain language by the AI model you choose. It is available in Sigview now.